pick things off um, where we left off, guys. Um, you have been exploring the Amber Temple in hopes of finding Mordenkainen's staff. Um, he's currently really lost his mind, as the magic you have available to you can only temporarily heal this madness. But so far, you've explored parts of the tomb with Moreau's arcane eye, and part of this tomb. It's because I've mentioned Tomb of Annihilation. Parts of this temple, physically. You've uncovered a wand of secrets from a long dead mage. Fought some flame skulls, locked those flame skulls with a bunch of corpses away in a sealed room so they cannot come back to bite you. And you have been exploring a long corridor down the west side of the temple. Currently, you found a reasonably recently dead mage, scorched and burnt by fireballs, clutching a staff of frost, which Moreau has subsequently taken. And exploring the rooms down this corridor, you have found one that leads to a staircase that heads downstairs. You have found what appears to be like an old potion making or alchemy room, which is long, unused, covered in dust, and all the potions and vials and stuff are completely dried up and useless at this point. And you've also found a small workshop type room. Um, Evidence of crafting and model making going on in this room, and in the center of it, a diorama of what used to be Strahd's castle, Castle Ravenloft. Where we left off, Nith had just searched basically empty chest, and Thog is proposed the idea that this may be where Strahd's castle was designed, and possibly where Strahd got his powers. And I cut you off there because we were running over time, and it was a very nice cliffhanger to leave it on. So, with that revelation, and still in this room with the Castle Ravenloft diorama, I hand it over to you guys. What would you like to do, and how are your characters thinking / reacting to your current predicament? Take it away. I'll put you on.
So this model, you think, is somehow connected to Strahd's power?
I don't necessarily know whether it's just a model or is connected to his power. I have no sort of, ability to detect nor identify any sort of magic. All I do know is this does seem if this place is that, got that much history and that much trouble flowing through it, it could very well be the place he got his power from, even if the model we see in front of us is merely a model. Or not. I can't detect magic.
Nithsira will look through the doorway and just go, Lavender, you're usually really good at sensing if stuff is magical. Is this...
She'll just throw one out on
it. Okay, detect magic. You can detect some stuff. Just give me 1 second. I just need to double check what is in range of you.
Matt was like, they're going to talk for a bit. It's fine. I'll just kick back, put my feet up, and then it's like, oh, fuck's sake.
I love these moments of inter-party conversation. Oh, balls.
I know. I was like, ooh, a bit of role play. Wait, crap. Right. So you can detect again with the way I rule my detect magics because it's a bit more fun. That there is there are 2 new magical signatures in your proximity. Somewhere to your north, there is a strong signature of illusion magic, and inside the room, surrounding the chest that Nisira just pulled the empty map case from, there is a strong abjuration aura.
Of not the model itself, but that chest there. It's abjuration. Nith, what did you pull out there? A map?
It's just an empty map case.
Oh, just a case?
Is the case pinging off? Sorry, Matt.
The case itself is not, no.
Are there any markings or writing on the case?
There are not, no. It seems that your bog standard map case. And the aura that you feel of abjuration magic seems to be coming from within the chest.
From within the chest, you say? Lavender. I will. Fuck. You're Lavender. Do you think that maybe you could have a look inside this chest to see if there's any maybe like a false bottom or something? Could you maybe investigate it because you're an investigator?
I'm just looking it up. Yeah, sorry. And I also had a question about just before we go into the chest, Matt. Does the model of the castle look like the one that Lavender came through originally?
What?
Is he muted? Or are we out?
Not
No, it's just English.
specifically. No.
Okay.
Right.
Well, it's a castle, isn't it?
Secrets. Sorry.
I can't see.
Yeah. Sorry.
So
Do you want to go to the chest?
yeah. And with Mage Hand, maybe I'll just check it for like a magical trap or a physical trap.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Sure. What does that sound?
Oh, that was a 2.
7.
Yeah, it doesn't seem trapped in any way. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, sure.
Much better.
What's that?
16.
Perception. 18.
Cool. You check it over. It doesn't seem to be trapped in any way, but just looking down at it with your keen eye, you can tell immediately that there is a false bottom to the chest.
Nith, look at this. You were right. There's a false bottom on this.
Oh, great. And you said it wasn't trapped, right?
Not trapped, but there is definitely protection magic or something like that along here.
Okay. I can't remember what Moreau can do.
We don't have anything to
can't
disarm
do.
it, do we?
Can Moreau... Matt, can Moreau... Does Moreau have anything to give a free dispel magic? I can't remember, because he has some funky stuff.
It won't be free, I don't think. But
No.
he might have a dispel magic, yes.
Do you have
I'll have a look.
anything?
No, I don't
No?
dispel
He
it.
does indeed have dispel magic.
Oh, he does.
He does, but what... How many spell slots does he have for it?
Is he listening?
Because I don't want to... I don't just want to
Has
fucking...
two out of 3 left.
I don't want to cut a finger off, you know what I mean? Without him agreeing to it.
Well, we can always come back to it.
Was any of my shit
In
doing?
questions.
Some
Is he
of my
coming?
shit doing? Yeah, he might be. Can I look on the inside of the? Sorry, carry on.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, maybe as a group we could decide if he would use the dispel magic or not. I feel like he would to help.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I will note,
He's got 2 out of 3.
Lavender, you can tell because your detect magic will still be up that the magical signature is coming from below the false bottom.
Oh, so it's something underneath that.
Yeah. Can I, if I look inside the chest mat, do I see any writing or anything that could be conceived as like arcane writing?
You do not know. It is
Yes. All right. Well, you know what?
completely plain
Well,
and boring.
just Just step back. Let me see if my mage hand can push this open.
That's actually a really good idea.
We'll step outside of the room.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. Boom. See you later.
And yeah, is it on? I think it's £10. Is it?
Yeah,
Can it
£10
lift
a
it?
weight. Yeah.
Or lift it out the bottom.
Yeah, you can. It's a bit hard to angle it because you don't have direct line of sight, but with enough rummaging and scraping at the false bottom, you do manage to lift it up. Nothing happens.
Well,
Amazing.
it was anticlimactic. Let's
Yeah.
go. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Looking into the box, lying
Fell
in the
into a
hidden
void.
compartment is a book.
A book.
And this is the thing that seems to be emanating the abjuration magic.
I'll lift it up with.
Just see if there's anything written on it first. Before
Well,
you
I
go
didn't
picking
think
anything up.
we can see the book. Nothing's
Yeah,
written
but
on the
it might
front,
have a
right?
title. You never know.
Does it
So
have
there
that
is
on the
there is nothing written on the book.
No.
It does seem to be a very fancy leather-bound book. On the front, there is the image of a old bearded man, very like elaborately decorating the book.
Does it look anything like Mordekainen?
I mean, there's a vague similarity, but it's not. It's clearly not him.
Okay,
But it is
cool.
someone in his kind of like age range.
Alright.
Clearly meant to be depicting someone who's looking wise and knowledgeable.
Using the mage hand, I'll just so sorry because Frankie's knowledge of abjuration magic isn't the best. Would Lavender know that? Is it protected, or is like what specific type of it might be, or just the type?
You would to detect magic, you would just know that is the magic coming from it. It wouldn't tell you whether that's something cast upon it or an innate magical property of the thing
So
itself.
abjuration magic is protective spells and suppression of others' magic.
Right. Okay.
That type of stuff.
Yeah. So if
Like physical magical barriers.
so we'll
negates
stay back,
abilities,
but I'll open the page with my mage hand.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Having a flick through, you can tell that this book contains generally different kinds of insights and exercises in intuition designed to guide an individual towards a path of enlightenment. Notably, skim reading it, none of it seems to stick in your memory. It's clear that to gain anything from this, you might have to spend quite a while
Oh my
reading through it.
god, do you know what you potentially may have just found?
No, and I would like to find out. So I would like to.
Eric, so I have a hint.
Wow.
Well, reading is kind of my thing, and she pats her book of shadows. Does anyone mind if I kind of pour over this in some spare time sometime? Looks like
Go ahead.
nothing that I've seen before. Could be useful.
By all means. And you said there was something.
Would you mind if I have a peek from time to time as well?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it looks like some heavy reading, but I could definitely use a hand in having a look through it, I think.
That's great.
But
Okay.
sorry, go on, Matt.
I was just going to say, just when you are doing so, please let me know when and for how long.
Okay. Oh, that's what it looks like. Oh no, I'm a bit
Nice.
scared.
God.
Play your cards right, and at the end of this, you could have one sick beard.
You mentioned that there's a workshop, right?
Yes, this room that the castle's in does strike you as a kind of woodcrafting workshop, or it was once upon a time.
Tia will be in there already.
Just having a nosy through stuff, everything in here is incredibly old. Probably not in the best of condition, but there's plenty of little trinkets and tools, chisels, paints that are long dried up, that kind of thing, just scattered around the debris in this room and what was left of crumbled, old, rotten furniture.
And I would like to study whatever tools that they were using in terms of to find out what kind of artisans they might have been and what kind of things they might have used to design this intricate castle model.
Okay. Given your proficiencies, I won't make you bother making a roll for this. You'd easily be able to tell that given the tools that you can find in here, they're all perfect for miniature model making, such as this castle. But I will also say, Tia, as you kind of inspect the tools and the castle, and you can draw your conclusions there. Peering through like windows and cracks in the castle design, it's clear whoever made this made it 100% accurate to the real thing. You can see corridors twisting away inside that no one from the outside would be able to see properly, but they are present nonetheless. So it's clear detail was a high priority in this model's construction.
Ooh, that is fascinating.
Did I have some like parchment and ink and stuff, and I actually have that notebook from hell.
Mm-hmm.
Can I start making like a sketch of this and like as again like as accurately as possible to kind of like
Get like a map.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much
Like the layout, the inside
the
of the
layout,
castle.
yeah.
You can. I think I said last time there doesn't seem to be a way to actually remove layers or flaws to this model. It is one concrete thing, but if you take enough time having a look, through gaps, through windows.
Yeah, like rough sketches,
You
like
can
any
get
notable
rough,
stuff.
rough sketches of both the outside and any exterior corridors and passageways that you can see, and the rough directions they go inside. You can definitely do that. Yeah. Give me a.
I would love to help with that, but first I would like to see if there are any blueprints or anything laying around somewhere.
To save me the trouble, yeah. I assume they weren't in the map box, but yeah, that's a good idea.
Thug would love to help because she's actually been to the castle.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can I have an investigation check from Tia then, and give me a perception check at advantage, Lavender, or one each between you and Thog.
Okay.
Lavender, take advantage and guidance, twinkle twinkle.
And he's also given you a guidance to roll the d4.
Oh, a D4.
Yeah, d4 to that.
Okay.
There's a d4 right here if you want it.
Yeah, please.
There you
Okay.
15.
Start with a 10.
Oh no, 10 and then.
Yep.
What was it?
Perception.
It was still only 12.
Better than a 6.
Yeah.
12, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Tia, you can search the room. It's clear from what you can see of this this castle, the model. No one would have just haphazardly made this on the fly. There's clearly got to be some plans for it, but you cannot find any plans such as that in this room.
That's touche. I have been very interested to study this thing. It's so well made. Who made this? When I said who made this, I would like to find out if there's anything carved on the castle or near the castle model of the creator's name, if that's a thing.
Unfortunately, there is not.
A
Nothing on the
mysterious
table, nothing
artisan.
on the castle.
Oh, that is fascinating.
Are there any indicators as to how old it is, the model? Like in terms of maybe even disturbed dust or things like that?
Go ahead and give me a history check.
Okay.
Are you suggesting that the material made of this model is incredibly durable?
Well,
Can I investigate what material was used to make this model?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me an investigation check, Tia.
That's fine. What's the investigation?
It's a 12 again.
Okay, and 19 from Tia. So Tia, it's very hard to tell given how old and rotten the material in this room truly is. I'd say you probably wouldn't be able to tell precisely. There's definitely different elements of different wood worked and painted to look like stone in the construction of this castle, but it is hard to tell. There's nothing in the room unmade, if that makes sense, that would give you a clear idea. As far as how old it is, you can tell that the layers of dust in this room are similar both on the floor, the surrounding furniture, table, and castle. However, that only really gives you an indication that the whole room was last used at the same time, not really how old the castle itself would be.
It's old as shit, but that's all I can tell you.
Well, if nothing else, I would like to use prestidigitation to clean the model up a little bit so I can see a little bit better.
Excellent. It looks a lot nicer and a bit more intimidating once you clear the dust from it.
Oh, that's a pretty light color. That's terrifying. Shall we get to work in replicating what's in here? I would like to
No,
try
I
to
would-
replicate with lavender in terms of the blueprint and how it looks like in the map layout.
Finishing.
No. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, finishing that off will probably take you 15 to 20 minutes, but you can get a reasonably good idea of what the outside layers or corridors of the castle would look like.
I would like to use oh, that's quite interesting. I would like to use the spell prestidigitation to create different type of square shapes to see how it would map in the castle itself. For example, which parts would potentially be blocked when trying to create a image on the layer, as it would either go down or on the surface of layers to see which bends and actions a little bit better in that sense. It's like projecting a 3D scan in there.
Okay. Your accuracy in your drawings have slightly improved. I will make a note of that. Should it ever become relevant. That is a very good idea.
This is fascinating. I definitely want to produce something very high quality. And you see Tia is very excited of this.
Anyone wanted to do anything else?
Have we checked for any hidden buttons on it yet?
On what?
On the model?
No, Nithira moved out. It's just been staring at
Yeah,
the statue.
I'll do that then. I'll have a little look on the model to see if there's any like little clicky buttons or anything like that.
Okay. It only takes you a quick glance because you've been quite
Yeah.
a detailed focus put on this model already. There is no signs of any buttons or secret latches or anything like that hidden in or on this model.
Oh shit!
What?
No, sorry. I
By the
just
way,
had a
Doc.
connection in my head then between
By the way,
stuff.
Doc.
Okay.
Where do you say that there was a door upon a door?
A door. Did you say a door upon a door?
I
Yeah,
think,
like a secret door.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
we went through
Oh shit. Yeah.
two secret walls. Yeah.
It only has 3 charges.
No. Fog's done it. He's
In
Tia's
the castle itself.
so they can put it on the
Oh.
blueprints.
I wonder if I can use a tiny sticker something to poke around to see if there's any things to open.
I think Lewis
Especially in
is,
the parts that mentioned.
yeah, I think Lewis is still currently AFK. However,
Okay, cool.
Thog would be able to connect some of the corridors that you've seen with where she's actually
Nice.
travelled.
Tia,
Yeah?
I'll take out my tattooist kit and give you a long, thin needle to use to prod around.
Ooh. Thank you very much. I'd like to use that to poke around to say where, or first of all, look around if there are doors or no doors in that model. And if there were said to be a door from Thog's story, I'd like to use a needle to poke around to see if anything opens within the miniature.
So, when it comes to the secret doors upon secret doors, I believe that was more in the center of the castle. So you probably wouldn't be able to get to that point with a needle, not without breaking the whole thing open. But poking it around, the doors that are on the outside of the castle, they do swing open like normal doors when you poke them with said needle. So there is some functionality there.
I'll need to study this miniature model so much more.
Are there any? I don't know if this has already been answered with Tia exploring, but are there any models of people included in the room that we might recognise from people's stories?
None that you can see, no.
Okay. Well, we know now that for certain that some Strahd is involved with this place somehow.
Nifsira kind of has been with one elbow on the arrow stick thing and been staring at this statue in the middle of the room for a while now with its black concealed face magically. And as you say that, Nifsira turns around and is just like, you know what? You know what else has been bothering me about connections to this place? Well, Vecna was the god of secrets, or is labeled as the god of secrets, right? But the adventurers Vox Machina killed him. So why is this temple dedicated to a god of secrets that isn't Vecna? And how is that connected to Strahd?
Perhaps the title was passed on or
No,
stolen?
no. I mean, they would only steal it if they killed that god. Gods are very sort of don't pass titles on really, apart from Mistra and Mistrel. But that was a passing of the flame because they became the same god in effect, basically, sort of.
So Strahd stole the power, you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is that how is Strahd's power connected to this particular god of secrets? Or think of it this way: why is Strahd's power connected to the god of secrets, but the god of secrets is Vecna, but this isn't Vecna?
So who is it?
I don't know. I've the only time that I've ever heard in all of my readings of a god of secrets has been Vecna. This is troubling, but also interesting at the same time.
But don't you think a god of secrets wouldn't necessarily have some well-known name? this Vecna that you speak of, and the concept of secrets. I mean, that comes out in a lot of deities that I've heard of. They like being mysterious.
It's been playing on my mind for a little bit now, and it's only really twigged now. Something just seems off about the whole thing. Like, it leaves like a, when you've got that kind of like a bad taste in your mouth, but you can't tell why. Something just seems really, really off, because the whole thing about gods is that they become more powerful by people praising them. That's how they get their power. And it just even if it was a god of secrets, like, they would still want more. Everything it doesn't, there's no like recorded, it's just things just aren't really connecting properly in my head, and everything, it just seems a bit off, and it's got me a little bit worried, really.
Well, I agree with you that something definitely seems to be off. But at the same time, I just wonder if this god or person that you're speaking of, Vecna, is truly a god of secret. They're very bad at taking their names as a secret too, if it's already leaked out, no?
Maybe I mean, we're not going to solve it here by spitballing, I don't think. But I mean, we should definitely explore the rest of this place. It just, when it's like Uncanny Valley, where like that something is wrong, but you can't place why it's wrong.
Maybe.
Everything just seems very similar and correct, but not at the same time. Like, it just seems like there are two images of the same thing over one another, but they're just slightly off center of each other.
Maybe it's because it's a secret. I would expect that in a place like this.
You and Tef will both make excellent points.
Neither. Are you feeling all right? Do you need a hug?
I mean, if you want a hug, you can hug me, but
Oh no! I was going to ask Tia. I'm not a hug person. I was just asking if you wanted one.
I mean, I'm always up for hugs. Hugs are a joyous occasion.
Oh, great. Well, if anyone could make Nith feel better, then she would appreciate it.
Well,
Did you say there was illusion magic up this way?
I have teary eyes. That really got me. That was funny.
Just confused look on.
Yeah.
If there was
Well,
even
just
more
gonna,
confused faces, just confused
yes,
more.
out. Just a thought that I didn't think of last time, Matt. Lavender's just gonna wander back out into the corridor and back to the original bodies in that room.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot you can only travel through the bloody doors when they're clicked open.
Is there any residue of any kind on the guy who they said went crazy and killed them all? Like, she's looking like either magical or physical, could even be like sand / the type of dirt on his shoe or something like that. Like, is there anything that indicates whereabouts in this place he may have been?
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Well,
Thankfully, as you open the door, the skulls of the once flame skulls still appear to be just skulls.
Oh, is this where we? No, I thought we got them in that room.
Yeah, no, they're all in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did we move the bodies too?
We
moved the
buried them under like
underneath the-
bedrolls or something.
Yeah, so like the flame skulls are underneath with all the bodies and everything piled on top.
Oh, okay.
But Matt said the flame skulls.
Sorry, I
can't be
thought there was a
activated.
room. Sorry, I forgot that. But they are calm, having entered the room.
Correct.
Right. Okay. Perception.
Interesting.
Sorry, I did say that thinking that we're still in that room.
Hey, you rolled above a 10.
18.
Okay. There is no residue of any dirt, anything that would indicate something. He's been somewhere specific, or he's been coated in something, anything like that on his clothes or anything. Looking at the bottom of his shoes with an 18, you can tell in between a few of like the grooves in the bottom of his shoes, there are tiny little shards of amber.
Okay.
Which, looking around the temple that you've seen so far, everything seems to be quite flush. Very, very well made. There's not like little bits of amber scattering the floor as far as you've seen so far.
Okay, great. I'll pop back to the party.
Lock that door again. And this one. And first we'll go through.
And
then
I'll
we'll
say,
door.
Sorry, I rushed off there. I just had to go and check something. Something occurred to me. Where this guy might have been when whatever it is that turned him crazy. But basically, I found some like tiny glass amber in his shoes, in his grooves, which means we need to be looking out for maybe an explosion of one of these things on the floor. Maybe be looking out for it kind of like anything that looks like broken glass, and be careful on the surfaces and look out for anything nearby. That's where he was, or the rest of this place seems kind of put together, but somewhere in this place, something smashed.
Excellent work.
Right, where to?
Right. Did you say previously that there was illusion magic to up this way?
North.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, maybe you go in first with detect magic up. You'd be able to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll just follow the detect magic.
You're gonna go there and do it again.
Mm-hmm. I'll check this door for any magical or physical traps.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
I'm not proficient with investigation, but can I assist?
You can.
15.
Oh, Nith! I didn't see you there.
19.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's a
19.
24. Sorry, with my plus.
Oh. You do not see any traps or any magical markings on this door. It is simply a large double door made of amber.
Okay. Yeah. Prise it open slightly. Have a little peek inside.
Okay. Looking inside, you can see that torches in sconces illuminate a dining table in the center of a large room. Covering the table is a magnificent feast that fills the hall with the rich smells of cooked meat, sweet vegetables, piping hot gravy, and wine.
Oh.
However, with your detect
Nah.
magic still up just about, you can tell that the whole table is filled with illusion and magic.
Bye, Felicia.
Thog, you told us something like this, didn't you? That there was a banquet hall with fake food or something? It's in here, or something's very similar.
Yep, that's what happened. Thog was thinking back to, I wish I could have had a good meal.
Nith, you were saying about this place being like something on top of each other. Why is this room here in this temple?
No. What I said was that the not this place being on top of one another, but the fact that there is a god of secrets and Vecna, who is the god of secrets, and it's just that something is just. It's like you're looking at two hands like that, but it's just slightly. You know what I mean? Like it's just something just feels wrong. But that's. I mean, this seems like if you're saying that that's illusionary
Mm.
food, then
Don't,
maybe
and definitely don't eat any of it.
yeah, maybe this place is, I don't know. Maybe this is where people drink the Kool-Aid in this place. I don't know.
True.
Well, heading through then, is there anything on the other side?
Oh, fucking doors.
No, it's just one room.
There's a door.
Oh, there is a door.
Yeah, right there. You're next to it.
Yeah, checking this one again for any particulars before heading through. If not,
I'll assist again.
Yeah, go ahead.
16.
16 again. 20. What's that one of perception?
Investigation.
Investigation. Yeah, it's a 21.
This too just seems like a large amber door, not trapped, and no magical markings.
Sure thing. Let's go. And that just leads back out.
So yes,
Oh.
this black marble balcony overhangs the northwest corner of the temple, the floor of which lies 30 feet below. Nearly half the balcony has fallen away, and obvious cracks have formed near its ragged edge. There is another door that leads off from this balcony to the north.
Kind of not stepping all the way out, but just like gingerly pressing a foot forward. How stable does this rest of the balcony feel?
Give me just a general intelligence check.
Not very. General intelligence is a 5.
I
I'm
mean,
going to dice jail.
it does appear to have fallen away at the edges, but as you put your foot down, it feels pretty firm. There's no like give in it. As I say, it's made of black marble, so it's not like flimsy timber. It does feel reasonably solid.
I can see another door on that side, but it looks all right to me. However, it does look.
Well, does it look like it's recently crumbled, Matt?
With my
From up here, you probably wouldn't be able to tell. There would be no solid indication of age of deterioration.
Okie dokie. I mean, it looks recently. Well, it looks like it's collapsed. So be careful, but it looks like it.
Matt, with my experience of pissing about in ruins and other decrepit types of things, would I be able to know whether this was safe to walk on from my previous experience of being in, ruins and and destroyed temples and forgotten places?
Give me a history check at advantage.
Okay. Cool. That's a 14.
It's completely safe? Absolutely not. Safe enough to walk on without the fear that it's going to instantly collapse under you? Yes.
Okay. Then I will point out to you as you say that to me. I'll say, well, stick to the left and try and press yourself against the wall as much as you can and gingerly step. I'll go first because I have experience in this kind of place. And if something's about to go, then I'll be able to stop you from falling, okay?
Okay, you'll catch me though, right?
I mean, I'll try. And I will...
Wait, is anyone else coming with us this way? Anyone?
Empty silences
Solo
fill the
mission.
halls as all of your companions have disappeared.
All of my companions are
I'm
dead.
staying back to watch. I'm very nervous about going across this.
Okay. Anyone who, yeah. Well,
By all means, if you lead the way.
I'll go 5 feet by 5 feet then, Matt. Just to
If
gingerly step forward, making sure that
As
we're
you
gonna be
step
okay.
out onto the balcony, there is like a groan from the stone beneath you. but it
Yep.
doesn't seem to give way.
Okay.
May I just suggest you tie yourself to something before you go across?
I'm pretty nimble and very good at acrobatic feats. So I tell you what, you just stay here for a moment, because if both of us are going to fall, then that's silly. If I'll plot out an okay route, and then you just follow behind
Sure.
that way, okay? Yeah, and I'll go by myself, Matt, so I'm not worried about Lavender falling first, and then if something happens, I can at least react to it myself.
Okay.
And I'll go 5 feet by 5 feet, just
Yep.
gingerly and slowly.
You make it to the door. It's clear that you're having some impact on the balcony, but again,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
safe enough. You're not falling.
Sweet.
Open that.
And I'll say just to follow that route
Mhm.
that I did, and
Yeah,
move
happy.
like I
Yeah, I'll
did.
do that.
And then I will very gingerly open this. I'll put my ear up to the doormat. Can I hear anything beyond the doorway?
You cannot.
Okay, I will just slide the door open a little bit and gingerly peek my face in.
Okay. Peeking your face in, you see this bare stone room consists of a foyer to the east and a shrine to the west. Lavender, as you step onto the balcony, you do hear another ominous groan from the marble beneath your feet.
Get back.
I will
Get back.
continue.
back.
Candlesticks are draped in cobwebs and stand in the four corners of this foyer. In the shrine, a faceless obsidian statue stands in a raised alcove at the western end of this chamber. Slumped before the statue are two desiccated corpses in tattered garments. Two pairs of alcoves line the north and south walls of the shrine. Can I have you make me a wisdom saving throw, please, Nif?
Fuck! Is it a charm effect? Or is it a sleep effect? Because that matters. If it's a charm, I've got advantage. If it's a sleep effect, ain't gonna do shit.
You can make it an advantage.
Well.
Nice.
Thank God for that. You were all about to die. That's going to be a 22, Matt.
Okay. For a moment, you feel oddly compelled by this statue. It seems quite similar to the other faceless god statues you've seen. Only this one seems, I don't know, it seems to draw your attention more than the others have. But after a moment of examining it, your vision is drawn back to the desiccated corpses and the quite pristine nature of the rest of the room.
Okay, I'm going to grab my holy symbol of Illustrae, and I will point towards the statue, and I will say, I'm sorry, but I'm already preoccupied with one god already. I'm not interested in you. And I will go over to this doormat and just... can I hear anything from inside the room?
You cannot.
Can I try and check to see if there are any traps on this door?
Yep, for the sake of brevity, there are no traps on
Sweet,
this
okay,
door.
I will...
This is one of the alcoves that Moreau's arcane eye has peered into.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
It seems to be one of basically an arrow slit for the temple's defense.
Okay, amazing.
And that's about it.
I will keep pointing my holy symbol towards the statue, but I will not look at it. I'm going to look at the floor, and I will walk up, and I will try to inspect the robes that these corpses are wearing.
Okay. Having a look over them, while these bodies are very, very old, they too do appear to be in long, flowing, wizard-like robes. Different to the individual you found as you entered the temple, but still that kind of arcane styling.
All right, sweet. Can
for
I
what's left of them?
All right, can I take both the robes off the corpses?
You can take fragments off. They will very
Ah.
quickly begin falling apart. In your
Okay,
hand. They are
is
incredibly old.
okay. Is there any sort of like notable embroidery or marking or something that could be coalesced to? Oh, that is either like a point of rank or
Like the corpses downstairs.
yeah, sort of.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh god, my perception's fucking terrible. That would be a mighty 5.
Yeah, there's no obvious markings or symbols of any kind that would lead you to any kind of group or
Okay.
anything like that.
Is there any embroidery on it? Like any sort of like part of a nice design, or is it just color?
It's too old for you to tell at this point.
Okay, I'll grab a couple of fragments then, and then I'll just root around in the bodies to see if there's anything. I'll loot the corpses.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'll carry on that balcony.
Okay, cool. Again, it groans under the weight of someone stepping on it, but not to the extent that you feel like you're in any danger. Searching the corpses, Nif, you're kind of surprised that there are no possessions on them at all. Like not even, not even basic pocket litter, no money, no anything.
Huh. Do they have any? Is it just skeletons, or is there still like flesh and stuff?
There's like little bits of flesh and cartilage there that's long mummified in the cold, but they're quite skeletal at this point.
All right. Does it look like there's any immediate wounds on the that would be pointing of a battle, or you know what I mean, like marks on the bones from like blades and stuff hitting or anything?
Give me a medicine check.
Jesus.
Okay.
No, not that one. Oh, that would be. Oh, I've got a minus. That would be 16. That.
There are no obvious causes of death visible on these bodies. Not in the flesh that remains, not on the bones.
Nith, is it all clear?
I don't know, Kitten. No, when I moved into this room, there was a force that tried to invade my mind. I think it's got something to do with a statue that's to your immediate left. Brace your mind if you want to come in, but I'm worried that it will invade your mind.
Oh, don't worry. I have a habit of not looking people in the eye.
She'll take her witch's brimmed hat out of her satchel as she enters the room and kind of dip her head so she's not looking at it.
Okay, can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Stop rolling that dice, for the love of God, please.
And we established that it's not a charm, though, right?
No, it is a charm.
Oh, it is a charm. Then, in which case,
No.
yeah,
What?
I'm immune to being charmed.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh.
Interesting. In that case, you are tipping your hat, not looking at this thing, and you are completely fine.
Oh, shoot.
You cut off then, Liam. No idea what you said. Hello. Please don't tell me it's me.
Nope,
dropped.
you are fine.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, she rolled a 2, which is why I was very much like, oh God.
Good job.
Yeah,
Just did it for the drama.
so we remembered.
Right. I'll head over to Nick and I'll say,
Did you find anything?
There are these corpses here that don't have any immediate signs of death. But they just have absolutely nothing on them. Like no personal items, no pocket
It's a
lint.
tomb, though. It's
Just-
very possible they've been looted.
It's
no?
not a tomb, it's a temple.
Well, temple, sorry, yeah.
No, but look, like, they haven't been...
More of a tomb than a temple, if I may say. Lots of corpses, but nothing at all?
No, nothing. And there's no, like, immediate signs of foul play in their death. I mean, they just died of natural causes here.
Well, perhaps it's probably best that we didn't look at that statue.
She will just head back to the door. Can she see any of the other party members from there? No.
That's all
Yeah.
you can see. There's a corpse.
You could probably see Moreau.
Or just shout somebody. Yeah, I can see Moreau, yeah. I'll just sort of go over to him.
Hey, Moreau! Don't let anyone else through this room without making sure they don't look left, okay? There's a statue in here that is cursing people, but just probably best if nobody else comes in, because we both have been tested by it, so just letting you know.
No worries, I'll start talking, maybe see if I can get a counter charm going if anyone is affected. But I'll hang back and try and maybe use my hat a little bit like you did.
Yeah, if anyone has anything that just covers their eyes even for a second, I don't know if it will help, because it still kind of went for me anyway, but it might do.
Okay, I'll hang back.
Okay.
Can I check around the base of the statue, Matt? Like, is there anything around it behind in the alcove or anything?
There is not, no. It seems to be just a statue.
No offerings or anything?
There are no offerings, no.
Okay. Can I get the fudge out of Dodge then?
Are we not going that way?
It's an empty room in there.
And nothing else?
Empty room. No, empty room and then just blank wall.
Oh, okay. That's fine then, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's head back.
I think so anyway. I
Did
mean,
you go
you
any
can check
further?
if you want. No, I poked my head in. Do you want to go in and look?
Yeah, I'll go further. I don't think you opened the door.
Yeah, I opened the door. We're in.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean, there might be a
Yeah, did you check for secret?
no.
There you go.
My face in.
Can I have a little look if there's any mechanisms in this room? Well,
Okay. You said you're looking for secrets. Is this a wonder secrets looking or just you're looking?
I don't want to waste a charge, so I'll just have a regular look
Cool.
first.
Give me a perception check.
Not wanting to leave her on her own, I will assist as best I can.
I
Give it
use-
to me with advantage.
Stop
Okay,
rolling
right, one's
that
going down.
dice.
Changed it twice.
Um,
They were both a 6.
With advantage, you got a 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were both 4.
Yeah, there is nothing in this little room out of the ordinary. It's just a little room with an arrow slit in the wall.
Well, the only secret door that I knew of was back where we came from, so it only has 3. Let's maybe not waste this for now.
yeah, sure thing. Okay, if you head back along the marble first, and if I see you fall or anything, I'll try and jump and catch you and rolling land.
I would prefer that you didn't touch me, but that's fine. Sure.
Well, I'd rather you get as little hurt as possible. So there.
Okay, let's go back. Yeah. Gotta go through the door.
Nothing much through there on the roll, but that statue I talked about, or best off heading the other way, I think.
Let's go that way. No, south.
Down. Sure thing.
Yeah.
Door this way. Do you think?
Anyone else
Uh,
doing anything, or are you all moving south?
The secret door was up.
Yeah, moving with the group.
No, the secret door. I thought it was this one over here you found.
Did we find one in there? Through to that one.
Yeah, there was a secret door here. Is that the one that you found?
Potentially, yeah, because we were in the
Yeah.
basement, probably.
Yeah.
The,
Okay.
the secret door you found was the one where the flame
There.
skulls are now, leading
Yeah.
to the other one. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then.
Right. Well, does anyone have any preference to where we go next?
How's Mordekainen doing? Just out of interest.
Still crazy, still like just muttering to himself. He is trying to do his best to stay quiet, as you've asked him.
And still attached to me.
Yes, still attached to Teffel.
The robes that he's wearing, they didn't look anything like the ones on the ones in front of the statue, right? That I just found.
No.
Cool. All right. Sick. I mean, we could try downstairs again if you want. Or there's that
Have we been here?
secret. No, we haven't gone through here. No.
Mm.
And there's also that staircase in this thing that goes down as well.
I could always burn a spell slot to do an augury and see if there's a wheel of woe situation if we take a particular course of action.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few choices, so.
I'm not going to lie, Moreau, it sounded helpful, but I didn't understand a word that came out of your mouth, so go for it.
Okay, so what are we asking? What do we want to... It costs a spell slot each time I do it. It's basically, this is
Okay.
good, or this is bad, or
Well-
this is indifferent.
Which is the most favourable?
No.
No, it has to be. It's like a yes or no. Yes, no, or indifferent, basically. Or not even yes or no, it's this is good, this is bad, this is indifferent, or unclear. Basically, Magic 8 Ball.
Just out of pure curiosity, and you're completely within your rights to say no to this because it is your spell slots, maybe ask if Linvala or any of the other ones from that religion gaining access to this temple would be a good or a bad thing.
That's
I
so
wish-
much now.
Well, yes, it is, because would it be would Linvala or the Lavia gain access to this temple be a bad thing? And it would say yes or no, right?
I think.
I don't
Would it work like that?
Right?
I'm just going to read the... I'm trying to find the spell.
Judging by I'm rereading it myself, but judging by my interpretation of it, this is a thing I am planning to do.
Yeah.
Is this good, bad, or neutral?
Okay.
It's a very like self/group centered.
Yeah. It's like a first level spell. It's not like a...
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that secret staircase. We could ask if that way.
Is our most favorable way.
Yeah, I'm planning on going down this secret staircase. Would it be better than going down the stairwell to the left? This is good, this is bad.
You also, I will just mention for the spell's purposes, you need to have an objective in mind to really get anything from the spell. So when you're saying to go down the stairs, to accomplish what, if that makes sense, like
okay.
because the spell, because it's quite a basic thing, it's an omen reading rather than an asking an individual. It's are you walking down the stairs to attempt to go lower? Yes, that'll go very well. To attempt to find a jellyfish? Oh no, that won't go very well. So you have to be a bit more specific than that.
Okay.
This really screams Nith trying to like ask the tarot or whatever a really logical question.
Yeah.
Moreau and Lavender like gently explaining it doesn't work like that.
I'm just going to message you something, Matt. I'm just going
I'm not sure we maybe need to use the question. We can just try it. We're strong enough, right? We just have to look out for this broken amber somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, we're here. We may as well try here. And then we've also got access to that. You said there was a secret staircase in the big statue, right, Moreau?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. I mean, if we poke our heads through that doorway and go down those stairs, and if it looks like there's bad things ahead, then we can just backtrack and try the secret one. Yeah? Seeing as how we're already here.
Yeah. Let's go.
Sick.
Just
Oh, go on.
just to interrupt, as you are talking about this, Rose getting ready to cast his augury spell. Lavender, you feel something brush up against your leg, and as you look down, there is a cat brushing up against your leg.
Oh, what type of cat?
At first glance, it looks like mushroom. However, there is a oddly metallic sheen to him.
Lavender's eyes well up, and she like freezes, and she'll say, "What? Mushroom?" Does it respond to her at all?
It meows at you.
That's the noise that comes out of Lavender's mouth. She'll kind of lean forward and then catch herself, and she'll. I mean, I assume she knows it's illusion magic, or if not, she'll double check.
I mean, he said there was a metallic sheen.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
If you're, are you casting detect magic on it? Yeah.
Yeah, like, is it real? Is it a illusion?
Oh.
Like, is illusion, or is it something physical?
It's definitely not an illusion. It's definitely real. There is magic coming from it, but I'm not sure what it would be. Pia, do you have any idea what magic type this would be?
Well, it's not magical.
It's
Oh,
not magical.
Okay, it's pure mechanical. There is no magic signature from it then.
What? What is this? It looks like a cat I had.
Yeah, that is a cat.
Does anyone know where it came from?
Yeah, I hope you like it.
You made me this, dear.
Well, yes, I can only have one, but I think it would be a good resemblance.
Oh,
She like gathers herself and, very embarrassed, like dabs her eyes, and she's like, "Oh,
thank you, so much for that kind gesture, dear. You got the likeness of him so well."
and she's like trying really hard to be like grateful and appear grateful, but she's very like awkward in the sense I don't think she would have maybe ever been given anything before. So she's like,
It's very, very kind of you to have made me a metallic mushroom. Thank you for your help.
and she'll very gingerly lean down and try and pet it, but it's probably going to feel really cold.
It is somewhat warm.
It's warm. Okay.
This is certainly a genius of engineering. How long did this take you?
It took a little while more to reconstruct the part to make it do it like a cat, but it shouldn't have taken me too long.
Well,
I just thought that you might have liked the cat that you mentioned very much, so I thought that might have been a good idea to maybe have something that resembles of them. I know that I can't really bring anything back to life or be found again, but I can definitely make something that maybe would be of an help. I'm not so sure about how that thing.
No, dear. It's perfect. Thank you so much. I really have missed him, and this little fellow will be my little companion. I thank you so much. Really, truly, it's a lovely thought. And you know what? It's very, very different. I don't know anybody who has a metal cat. Do you? Does anyone?
I didn't even know that cats could be metal.
Well, it's certainly out of the ordinary, and so am I, so thank you very much. But, well, I've completely forgotten where we were supposed to be going.
Well,
downstairs?
you are certainly sure that the cat can't really be metal, but this one might be slightly different. As Tia says this, there will be a bass sound from the cat.
Oh, uh, well, it definitely has a bit of an attitude. A cat attitude,
Well,
you could say.
well, if you would let me know more about what your companion was like, maybe I can devise some kind of memory or some sort of thing to make it more resemblance of a mushroom. I only know it from the looks based on how well Tefel was able to create the mushroom's look.
You know, yeah,
And the tears well again in her eyes.
I loved Mushroom. But let's just say I did not leave him on the best terms, and I think this new, different type of him will be just fine and lovely to have him around. But too much likeness would hurt my tiny little shriveled heart. But I thank you for the offer, and I look forward to my new friend.
Sorry, did not mean to dig up any of the unpleasant past.
No, it's fine. I do miss him. But well, I was wrong in how I left him. Let's just say. But another time, perhaps I do not want to take up any more time in this place. Although,
She looks around. Is there any amber nearby?
The whole hallway is full of amber. It is walled with amber.
She'll walk over to one of the walls and she'll put her hand on the amber.
she'll say, the one secret that I never did tell. That was it. I left him. I stepped through a tear in what I can only describe as reality itself. I left him behind whilst I was investigating a case. I left him all alone. I never told a soul that's why I was here. Perhaps that's what this place wanted. A secret.
She'll wait expectantly.
Nothing seems to happen.
Well, it was worth a try.
And she'll unseemingly walk off to the staircase with Metal Cat in tow.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my got my cards out, and I'm gonna sit there and do my spell. Take it to one corner, unflip the eye patch, look down at the cards, and cast Augury, saying,
Okay.
"So let's do this. We'll take in the staircase under the statue. Get us what we desire, what I desire."
Not. I'm assuming you don't mean the statue. This is the secret staircase here, right?
Oh yeah, the secret staircase. Yeah.
Okay. You pull 3 cards from the top of the deck, and in the order you pull them, you get Tempter, Transmuter, and finally Dark Lord. And you get a wheel symbol from it. It is a reasonably strong positive response. However, there is a little bit of uncertainty in there.
Okay, I think we
Not as
should.
strong a positive as it could be.
I think it's positive, but let's not rule out any other options. But this seems to be a good sign from what I can see.
Okay then. I will. If we're going down secret passages, I'm going to summon my sword, Matt, and then I will follow after Lavender.
Okay, cool. We hit the bottom of the stairs. I'll just move your token over to the other side.
Right.
Right.
I'll follow after.
Okay.
Teffel, whereabouts are you here? It's still like end of the marching order, or do you want to be like in the middle?
I'll stay towards the end unless Dog is wanting to be in the back.
Okay, doke.
Yeah, I'll take up the rear if that's all right. With
Okay.
Teffel,
Then I'll be
just
in the
in
middle
case
with
anything jumps us.
Mordenkainen.
Okay.
Yeah, just in case anything jumps us, because Teffel's got escape options, I'm sure. Even if Teffel does not have escape options, Thog is sure that those who use magic regularly, she does, have escape options. She's had to deal with that too much before.
You
Not that she,
would think so.
but, and as Thog is ruminating about this, she does remark, but to be honest, I've literally never had anyone use magic to escape me. And actually escape me. Heh. Funny that.
Don't tempt the DM.
Well, I believe the castle model was too large to put into a bag of holding, right?
Way too large.
Okay,
It's on I think it was 10 feet by 10 feet.
I'll make
Yeah.
do with the blueprints.
Okay. Winding downstairs, you guys find yourselves in the corridor that Moreau has scouted out with an arcane eye previously. Give me one quick second. Glistening amber once again coats the walls and ceiling of this enormous hall like sculpted honey, and dust covers the black marbled floor. The vaulted ceiling is 25 feet above your heads, and set into the walls at a height of 5 feet are amber ledges lined with life-sized alabaster statues of cats, frogs, hawks, owls, rats, ravens, snakes, toads, and weasels. Many of the statues have fallen from their perches and lie shattered on the floor. You can see that amber doors are scattered throughout this hallway. 5 of them in total. The northernmost one is the one that is currently ajar, which you have identified, beyond which are 4 Nothics huddled around with 2 amber sarcophagi about 6 feet tall, a couple of feet wide at either side of them, and a shattered sarcophagus in front of them. All made of amber.
Were there any skulls down here?
No, this is the Nothics are down
No.
here. During
In that room?
Yeah.
Okay, we all remember where this is? Be careful at the end of the corridor. In fact, we might be better just going there, yeah.
Alright. Do you want to investigate? Do there any traps?
Yeah, are we helping each other?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Yeah.
I'll give her guidance.
Lord, we need it with these rolls. Chris, you're a lucky charm. That was a nat 20.
Wow.
No, roll your d4 and add your investigation.
And add investigation.
Add a 4 as well.
That was a 4!
So what's your total?
20.
24 plus
Hang on. 5. 29.
29.
29.
Nice.
There's nothing on this spell. by the way.
Yeah. Absolutely nothing.
Okay. So there are no traps on this door. There are no arcane sigils. It is a solid amber door, but you can tell that it is locked shut.
Well, there
Anybody?
may have been nothing on it, but we did notice that there was something inside, perhaps, that is of worth locking.
Nithzira will kind of shuffle along the wall, trying to be quiet, to not draw the ire of the Nothics, and kind of poke her head around the corner and go, "Is anybody adept at opening locked doors?"
Tia just
It's funny you should
raises
mention
her
that.
small claw.
Wonderful.
Dear.
Was that Tia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe?
There's a locked door over here. Do you think maybe you could get it open?
Is she dangerous?
No, there's we Lavender can't see any traps or arcane or physical nature, so it's just
I
locked.
would like to look around my surroundings. Just in case. And then move towards it.
I'm gonna retroactively say something.
Okay.
Because you technically were looking for arcane stuff as well, though this doesn't count as a trap. Looking at the lock as you call Tia over, it becomes evident to you that it doesn't look like a normal lock. It seems like the normal lock has been augmented on the inside and sealed with an arcane lock spell.
Yeah.
Mm.
Lavender would probably spot that.
Tia, I don't think a regular lockpick is going to work on this one.
I can attempt to dispel it if need be, but I'm a bit concerned about firing off a spell that close to with those Nothics at the other end of the hallway.
At the very least, I believe, would it not alert the locker of the
thing. Does that not happen? Or am I remembering that wrong?
Nithzira has no idea how arcane lock works, so I cannot answer that for you.
Would Lavender know that if we tried to tamper with it, does it alert the caster?
If anyone knows arcane lock, you can let them know. Otherwise, give me an Arcana check.
Could I assist with that?
Do you have proficiency with Arcana?
I do indeed. I have expertise with my Arcana.
Then
Can
yes,
you roll,
can.
please? Because I've been rolling dog shit.
Okay. First one was a 3, but second was an 11 plus 9 for a dirty 20.
Nice.
So yeah, I needed that advantage.
You do not believe the caster would be notified if it was broken. Because it is also not a concentration spell. It's not like they would innately know either.
Well, that's
I
good to
think
know.
I got a range of 120 feet on this dispel magic, so maybe if we quickly hurry up these stairs out of sight, just to make sure for when I cast it, nothing happens or goes off. Or
right, and in case it attracts the attention of those Nothics, maybe
that's
we
what
can
I'm thinking.
head around the corner.
Would you like to save your spell for something else?
If you have it, it might be useful. But do you need any spells, Tia?
No, I think I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Does any of you know any illusion spell?
I I know some illusion spell. I know minor illusion and
Can you just conjure a minor illusion of the wall that, or the door shaped thingy just behind me, please?
The one we're trying to get through. Yeah.
Yeah, like an optical illusion, but just so that they don't see me if I'm here.
yeah, sure.
She can do that, no problem. Just put me behind the thing though. Still, no, there, because I can do it from
Oh
there.
right, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm only 3 feet tall, it's fine. And I will be very low tone and whisper, I'm the one who knocks. And I'll cast the dispel magic on it and then use tools to open.
Okay. The dispel magic does work, and it does seem to unlock it. If you wish to open it, that is under your control.
Is there any hinges on this door?
There are indeed, yes.
Okay, I would like to oil it up a little bit and then open the door.
Okay.
Did we rest while we were in it?
It silently
I not had a shower.
swings open. As you look inside, you can see that this room has amber glazed walls and a floor of greyish marble with black veins, and 3 amber sarcophagi standing in alcoves. Why is that not? Let me just check the dynamic light setting. It's still got an old thing on it. There we go.
I would like to hold up a sign and use prestidigitation to communicate the words on it to say what's inside there.
Okay, good to know.
Amazing.
So yeah, you guys, it's a room with 3 amber sarcophagi in it.
Sweet. Aye.
Why do I feel like this is gonna turn into the mummy?
I mean, very true. Shuffle into the room. Do all the sarcophagi look like intact?
They do indeed.
Okay.
Well, just in case if I want to open one, I believe we could just seal the rest of the tube by having something very heavy on top of it, and then just open the third one.
So looking at these big blocks of amber, they don't appear to have lids. They are stood upright, 6 feet tall, 4 feet thick. They're kind of shaped like sarcophagi, but they are made of a solid piece of amber each.
Can I see anything inside? Because amber's see-through, right?
I just
Which
want to
one?
ask as well.
Which one are you looking at?
The one directly in front of me, I guess. I'll peer at all of them, Matt. I'll look at the one directly in front of me, and then I'll go to my left and then to my right.
From that distance, give me a perception check.
Okay. I mean, I've got 120 feet of vision, so.
Not about the darkness.
Alright, okay.
Can I also make a separate one?
You can.
Perception, yeah?
Yep.
I've got fucking 16.
Looking at them, they look almost hollow. Wow, yeah, you see everything. To you, Nith, they look almost hollow. There doesn't seem to be anything inside, but you can tell there's some kind of very small cavity in each, like almost like a pocket in each of them. Here, you can see that these pockets too, but within each one there is a tiny black sliver that just seems to be like wobbling and shivering, like shimmering inside each one.
Oh, fuck.
I think they might be infested with bugs or something.
With bugs? What?
I wouldn't touch it. And then explain what Tia saw.
Oh. Do you think maybe Lavender?
Sorry, I'm back now.
Lavender.
I'm coming.
Just throw a. How big is detect magic again? It's like 30 feet,
then.
right? Yeah. Can you just throw a detect magic?
Yeah, sure. Go for
See
it.
what the fuck is going on with these things.
Anything popping up?
Tia just so inside each of these amber, like it's like solid blocks of amber, not like how you envision like an Egyptian sarcophagi, but it looked like a sarcophagi. And there's like pockets inside with like this tiny, teeny like black thing that's like wibbling and like
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
With the detect magic, you can from each sarcophagus detect a very, very faint signature of necromancy.
Mm.
However, it's almost like it's something's trying to muffle that signature. It's very faint.
Well,
Wait a minute.
whatever's inside this is of very faintly smelling of necromancy, but the amber indicates it's being kept inside somehow. Perhaps.
Wait,
Do the amber blocks look very hard to like destroy?
I mean, they look like solid pieces of amber.
And how hard is amber to destroy? Would Nithsira understand how hard amber is to destroy?
Could we
Go ahead
be?
and give me a nature check.
Jesus.
I'm just wondering if
That
those
was a
things,
natural 20 for about 2 seconds.
What was it?
8, I'll
eight.
tell her.
if those things are not living, and whatever I mentioned before in terms of this might be the place of whatever the dark power or whatever things, do you think these things might be pieces of that?
Did you say dark power? May I come and take a look? I have some experience. I'd like to cast my eye over it, if that's okay.
I mean, by all means, but please don't freak out because those things are still behind us.
Yeah, I'm gonna be as careful as I can.
I will prepare a gag.
I'll come over as best I can and have a quick look in. Do I recognize? I'll stare at these. Do I recognize anything? Is there any markings or anything about those that would like jog anything in my memory? And I'm going to guide myself.
Okay, yeah, give me either history or arcana check.
I'm going to go Arcana because I've got a better score in that.
Help if there's like in terms of. I think
Okay,
Lavender.
I'm going to. Did you say helping Lavender?
Yeah, I'll definitely help, and I'll explain in a minute. But go on.
Okay. So I'll roll advantage. So roll's terrible. That's better. That's better. Okay. That was a natural 17 plus 4 from the guidance, so 21. That's a 30.
Okay.
Jesus.
You do not recognize. There's no like symbols. There's no specifics that you would recognize as having seen before or studied in the past or even heard about. However, as you do look upon these sarcophagi, Moreau, there is something oddly familiar about them. But you can't quite put your finger on why. You do feel drawn to them, if not only out of curiosity, but there's definitely an itch in the back of your mind that you're wanting to scratch.
No.
As to why, you don't know.
Are you looking at souls? Or secrets of souls?
Oh. Is it a dark soul?
Something they seem trapped here, encased. The amber, as I said before, is used for, holding spells, things like that.
Wait, but if they're dark souls, shouldn't they be just kept here then?
Yes, I think it's probably a best idea not to be smashing these things open. We don't know
Or if
what it
they're,
is inside.
I mean, I would think that a soul would be a much grander thing. Could this perchance be parts of of
A fragment of a soul?
yeah, maybe?
I mean, I haven't seen one before.
I mean, does that make sense to anybody?
What if this is like someone or something is growing someone or something? It's almost like it
That's a
reminds me of like an incubator or something.
But that is a possibility.
Do they all look about the same inside, or are they at different stages, Matt, or like sizes?
From this distance, they all look pretty much the same.
You guys stay back. I'm going to get a little closer if that's okay. I just want to have a little up close, but I don't want anyone to spook anyone, okay?
Don't touch them, okay, Moro?
No, believe me, I ain't touching them. And I'll start moving slightly towards. I'm going to go towards the one at the end, Matt, just so it gives distance to everyone else.
Test subject 105. Day 500. Still no difference.
As you approach this sarcophagus, the little sliver of darkness inside flickers and dances around slightly, seeming almost to try and take a different shape, a different form. Quick little flashes of wisps dart in and around it, almost like a twinkling star, but of just black void. And then you hear a voice in your mind.
No.
Ah, one approaches. I am Vaunt, the evasive.
Vaunt?
I can give you many gifts if you would only. Oh. Oh. Interesting. So he does seek something. Perhaps I can give you something different. Perhaps I can give you the confidence to face your fears. Afraid of him all this time, dreading his appearance, the call of his hounds, and you don't even know why. Accept my power, accept my help, and together we could overcome that hurdle. I have the answer to that which you seek.
I'm going to explain something for a thing.
Oh,
Can I make 2 checks, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
One insight check to
Mm-hmm.
contest my own deception check. See if I can lie to myself.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, so I'll roll this in chat, if that's okay. So this is the deception. Roll the 20.
Nice.
Okay, that's the deception. So if it's insight is higher, He's not going
You
to do
have
anything.
plus 12 to deception?
He's a
Fucking liar, man.
he's a grifter. He introduced himself to us all as a medium. Okay, he can't see through his own lies. He sends a message into the thing. What do I have to do? Tell me.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Simply accept my powers, and they will be yours.
Can we
Do
hear this
you
conversation?
Except
No.
you do not.
Oh my
You can
god.
tell Moreau's demeanor has shifted. It is as though he is talking to someone, but there is no, especially if he's sending a message back instead of audibly saying anything, you do not hear anything.
Hey, I know that spell.
Okay. Yes.
Good.
What?
That's why I let the dice decide.
Sweet Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
That's why I let the dice decide. I was like, it was an equal chance almost.
I will
And I rolled poorly on both the dice.
I will send you some things that you receive, and I will tell you what the rest of the conversation goes like. So I've sent you that in Discord. Please write it down on character sheets or whatever.
Okay.
As you accept, you hear, good. So you would like the answers that you seek?
Yes. Give me them. And I'm going to start you're getting a bit too excited now, so you guys will hear this. So if you guys want to try and stop this.
You
Nithal.
You are not afraid of him. Not really.
Hey,
All here know it. In your mind for all this time, the reasoning is gone, but the fear has lived on, driving you forward. Would you like to know what you are afraid of? Why that chill runs down your spine when you hear the cry of the hounds?
We need
Yes.
to pull him away from this thing, please.
Hold on.
I don't know what Mallow is doing, but I sense that he's making too much of a noise.
Yeah, you can hear him at this point.
will-
He's getting
I
excited.
will gag him and then cast catnap on him.
Okay. I will say you've only heard him say, give it to me and yes.
Which sounds so
Oh
dodgy.
my
Which does
god.
sound dodgy. But if you
Those
wish,
0900
if you
numbers.
wish to begin to do that, go ahead and give me a contested athletics check.
Yeah. He's looking like intensely into this thing. Like it's pretty obvious. He's like getting closer and closer.
Something's sucking Moreau in. Pull him back.
Athletics.
Yes, because
What's that?
I'm assuming that Moreau's not letting you do this.
Yeah, I'll make a contested check. I mean, I've got a -1, so it could be. That's a 2.
I would also use Flash of Genius to +5 on mine. 12.
Okay. Moreau, as you say yes, 2 small hands leap up from behind you and begin to try and pull you back, restraining you, and you feel a piece of cloth trying to be forced into your mouth.
I've had this nightmare before.
I'm gonna go in there and help
Go to sleep.
Tia to like kind of strong arm him into submission.
What are you doing? What are you
I
doing?
will cast catnap on him.
I'm so close. I'm so close.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, that
this
sounds
is
even more
getting
dodgy.
way
that That's I just heard what I said and then went no.
In this moment of panic, I'm taking that as how you react, Moreau, instead of any actions accompanying.
Yeah, no. He's just trying to.
What is catnap? Is that a save?
Well, I don't think it's gonna work too well. Because you make a common gesture and up to 3 willing creature of your choice see within range while unconscious, but he might not be willing, so that might be a god.
Moreau, are you willing?
I'm not, but even if I was, I'm immune to magical sleep anyway.
Okay, yeah, nothing seems to happen. At this point,
Okay.
Teffel's also trying to restrain you.
Okay, just get him back.
Here, as you are mid-restraint here, you hear a voice from the west in your mind. Norganas,
Oh,
the
fuck.
Finger of Oblivion, would like to offer you your heart's desire, little one.
Oh. Okay. What you offering?
Oh, fuck. No, I'm trying to, like, drag everyone out of here.
I can offer you a gift to destroy all those who would stand against you. Death, engulfing them all with a single look.
Well, look here, big guy. I don't think you even know me, so no thank you.
He is being very polite as Teffel begins to try to pull both of you out of the room. Can I ask for another contested athletics from Moreau and either Pia and Teffel, or one of you at advantage?
I will help Teffel. Nope.
Okay, Teffel, go ahead, roll athletics at advantage. Okay.
I got a 15 minus 1, so a 14.
Yeah, you are being dragged out of that room.
Yeah.
Get back here!
He's almost screaming like, no! This was everything I wanted! You've got to let me go back! I have to go back! I have to go back!
I'll just strong arm him. And I'm trying to keep Mordenkainen out of the way because he's tied around my waist as well. So I'm
All
like
the crazy
dragging
people.
like 3 people at this point.
As you're backing out, Mordenkainen's like, don't worry about it, mate. I know exactly how you feel. And just tugs on the rope.
Oh my god.
At this point, Nithsera, as you're looking at them being dragged out of the room, you can see at the far end of the corridor, there are Nothics like piled on top of each other, just peering out of the door, looking very confused down the corridor.
Oh, fuck.
But seemingly just watching what's going on.
In that case, watching all of that, Nithsera kind of tightens one hand grip on her sword and just looks at Lavender and goes, Lavender, are we okay? Are you good?
Yes, she like shakes her head and starts making her way out, but she'll say, hey, I don't know what happened with Merle there, but you said that Vox killed Vecna, right?
Yes, that's what the records state.
But wouldn't a god of secrets perhaps have another secret way that he hadn't really died? If those are fragments of souls in there, or perhaps what?
You just stopped miking again. We cannot hear anything.
How about now? We back?
Yeah,
Yep.
I bet. All I said was, do you think it's his soul in fragments kept here, a secret?
Matt, would Nithsera have any idea what phylacteries are?
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana? You're funny. Is that cocked? Would you say that's cocked? I'd say it's cocked.
Again.
I mean, it is kind of at an angle. It doesn't, yeah.
It's against the other die, so
Yeah?
re-roll if you want, because I was going to say Lavender's would could help with her arcane knowledge anyway.
I mean, I'd say that's cocked, but all right.
Yeah.
So do you want to? I mean, I don't think you can assist me here though.
Oh, can I?
No, because it's me trying to think about. That would be a strong 2, Matthew.
Nice. Yeah, if someone mentioned it to you, the name might ring a bell, but off the top of your head, nope.
Fuck. Why am I so stupid? Okay. Nisero will look at you and go, well, I suppose that shattering a soul into fragments would be possible. I mean, anything's really, truly possible, but I mean,
Surely.
Maybe?
Well, what's happened to Moreau?
She'll go through that door. Is he alright? Is he still raving?
Is he feral?
How is he, Chris?
Feral. He's dead.
Oh, sorry. Was that to me? I'd literally just stepped up away to let the dog in.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We're just
So what was the question?
We've gone back through the door and we're just seeing how you are.
Sorry about that. I don't quite know what happened there. Yeah, it was very strange. I apologize. Tefel, T, I know you were only trying to do the best for me.
Who were you talking to?
You were
was I? I just remember a strange pull.
Raised.
Well, you said, yes, give it to me, and then Tia ran up to you with a
washcloth.
Yes, I assume maybe.
I mean, that's usually my side of nuts, but no, I don't know. I don't really remember.
They just said that they're offering something very weird, but the one that offering me was something like a days of death or something. I don't really like that. So
Yeah.
I say no, thank you.
Yeah, maybe we don't go back in there. That might be the best idea.
I might have just misheard this, but when Moreau was muttering, would Lavender have picked up on a slightly different accent, or
That's my poor accent skills.
oh, that's fine.
yeah.
Sorry. I thought he went New York for a minute there, and I was like, "He's the right con artist."
Yeah, no, that's just my poor accent skills.
No problems, that's fine. I thought it was worth an ask, just in case.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I hope you're feeling all right. Again, perhaps maybe we don't get too close to these glowy, strange things.
Also, just to bring it to all of your attention, the Nothics have noticed us after this commotion.
Have they?
Yes.
Where are they?
Well, are they still just in the doorway, Matt?
They are still just in the doorway, looking at you. Beady eyes, one each, just staring down the room.
Come at us.
No.
Oh.
Is that what they normally do, Moreau? Should we be worried?
I don't know. I've never met one before. I just have heard of them.
I see another. Is it a doorway or a door?
Yeah, no.
It is another amber door, similar to the one you're at now, only it is open, and they are just peering down at you.
It's just because I'm not through yet, so you can't. So that's a door open. They're looking out, and then there are 3 more doors here. Can I wave at one, Matt? Like friendly?
Yeah.
Like as if just like saying hi?
As you do, two of them just tilt their heads. They seem to be just checking you out, seeing what you're doing. They don't react in any other way.
Hello? And I'll wave again.
Yes, what the hell are you doing?
They're immediately attacking us. Maybe they're friendly. Why do all of you just want to immediately attack anything that wants to be friendly to us?
At this point, one of them seems to lose interest and just turns around and goes back to squat in the middle of the room.
Oh, the Scandinavian. Well, never mind.
That's an inspiration, Dietia.
Okay.
But that means that they're.
She lowers her voice and she'll say,
They're not hostile. So why did one of them get into a fight with the other?
What
with
do you mean?
Mordecai, right? He has.
I mean, potentially, but if Mordecai just came in
Mm,
here blasting,
mm,
maybe he was
yeah,
the
and
aggressor in this situation.
or if they're protecting something
Yeah,
and we
maybe.
try to take it, that's what triggers them.
Yeah, maybe Mordecai and staff was what they were after.
All right, well, nobody pull out any flashy, good-looking.
It's at this point Nifsira realizes that she's holding her sword, which is spinning and dancing, and just looks down at it and goes, well, issue. Do they react, Matt, to the sword?
No. At this point, another one loses interest and goes to squat in the middle of the room. There's now just two of them looking at you.
I dispel my weapon.
Okay.
Perhaps it's like I say, we don't know exactly what Mordecai and staff does, but if it's like a really powerful staff, it's like, I don't know, shoving birthday cake in front of a 3-year-old and then showing them like vegetables. Both for food, but which one's the 3-year-old going to go for?
I don't know much about this gentleman. My knowledge of the arcane arts are pretty much non-existent. Do you, not to sound like the bad person here, but this staff that he's had, the people that do know of him, how long has he had it?
The staff?
Yeah, because if they were just protecting something, maybe he said,
Left it here.
oh,
Oh my.
I left my staff here. What if he just came to steal it and they were just defending their property? And that's how he got attacked.
You're totally right.
You know? He said my staff. Was it really?
I think it might have been just from the basis that he had that weapon or whatever we were looking for. The reason we're here said it was on his staff, so that to me would mean he had it before he came here.
Remember the gem?
Yeah, no, not the gem, the dagger.
Sorry,
Parts of the dagger, yeah. I mean, yeah, that makes perfect sense as well. I mean, I would just, I just try to see everything from, every angle.
No, that makes sense. It was an excellent idea, but I don't. I think in this case, I think it probably was his for a while.
It's at this point she just kind of looks at him and goes, "Not to call you a thief or anything. Please don't murder me with magic."
If you ask me, I think you guys are the ones that stole me. So I think you should lock yourselves up, actually.
I mean, it's not strictly wrong.
I mean, fair.
Well, they don't seem to be interested in us, so should we press on?
Yeah, I mean, we should definitely check these other doors out.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, Nif will happily take the
I'm
front.
intrigued by the broken amber things. Does it look like there's any impact of any particular kind?
Impact in what way?
Like, how are they broken via magic? Are there any burn marks? Are there any?
The ones that are broken just appear to be broken because they've fallen from the shelf that they were once on.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Then that's fine. Then let's go to the other door.
Okay. Go on, Jonathan.
Please move me.
Sorry. There you go.
Peeking through. Is there a keyhole on this one?
Matt?
It's me. I don't.
I'm talking to myself. There is indeed. These are also sturdy-looking amber doors. However, they do not appear to have locks on them.
Okay, we'll do the usual.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Yes, we seem to be getting into a bit of a routine with this, no? I definitely need your help.
What about trying it, looking at it the right way up? That might help.
Go on,
Do you wanna
do
roll?
it. I'm cursed today.
All right.
Please roll.
I mean, my investigation is bollocks, as is my. What am I rolling, Matt? Investigation?
Sure.
Sweet. No, I definitely think you were probably looking at it the right way to begin with. That's a hot 8, Matt.
Nice. It does not appear to be trapped in any way.
Yeah, let's peek it open.
Open the door.
Look inside. You see furnishings made of ancient, colourless wood have collapsed under their own weight and now lie covered with cobwebs and dust.
You're right. We do make a great team when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Heading in. Is there anything of note in here or anything that particularly catches Lavender's eye in terms of how long somebody was here or whether somebody was here? Does it look like a prisoner more like?
This kind of looks like somebody's bedroom.
Bedroom. Okay.
It has all of the markings of a once well lived in room. However, at the minute, there is nothing even remotely recognizable in terms of detail. You can tell there was once a cabinet, a bed, and a chair. Beyond that, it's basically dust, mold, and old bits of timber.
Okay.
I don't think there is anything of particular note in here. This may just be
Oh, wait.
dormitories
No,
or something.
maybe there's something hidden. Do you see if there's.
I'll throw out the detect magic, but I don't think it's worth it.
She'll do it anyway.
There is nothing magic in here.
Yeah, might as well. She'll keep it held up for the next
Yeah.
however long.
So, 10
Cool.
minutes.
So if anything pings off. She'll quickly sort of like pop her head into these 2 rooms, but assuming it's just going to be dormitories, perhaps.
In this room, once a bedchamber, is littered with broken furnishings, and scattered about the room are the remains of a bed, a wardrobe, 2 trunks, 3 tall candlesticks, a desk, a bookshelf, and several chairs. Torn up books, old quill pens, and tattered clothes are strewn about. You do pick up something on your detect magic.
Nice.
Sifting through some of the bits of debris on the floor and some like the old bits of parchment, you do find a small wooden scroll tube.
Along with whatever salvageable
Salvageable.
parchment and quill she can take, she will.
There
have a-
will be none. They
Oh,
are
right.
ancient.
Oh, okay.
Like you can tell what they are, but that's it.
But that's about it. Okay, no problems. She will have a little look at the scroll. Is it scroll or scroll?
So it's a scroll tube.
Scroll tube.
Mhm. It is emanating evocation magic, and giving a little peek inside, you discover that it contains a spell scroll of Wall of Fire.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a
Hold
spell.
on to that.
Wall of fire.
Wall of fire, Jesus.
Got a scroll here. It's a fire spell, a wolf's fire spell, but other than that, again, not much.
I'll pop that way. Just to double check, the furniture looks broken because of age rather than struggle.
Correct.
Yeah.
So similar to the other room, it looks rotten beyond usability.
Just to be that guy, how do the Nothic look right now?
There is only one now watching you, as the rest have lost interest.
Okay, sweet. Chill. Last room?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. How long does your detect magic last?
10 minutes.
Sweet. Oh, it's locked. Ooh, that's new, Matthew.
Interesting.
Nope.
You can tell,
We'll see.
just like the door to the south end of the corridor, this room is locked with the arcane lock spell.
Ooh. Moreau, there's another.
No. Here. Put the spell.
He went
Oh,
AFK.
yes. Sorry, Tia. Sorry, Tia. There is another same situation as down there over here. Do you think you could pry this one open as well?
Is it magical or is it just a normal lock?
It's magical. Lavender said.
Okay. I will be the one knocking then. I also cast the Dispel Magic on that one and try to open.
Okay. Casting Dispel Magic, the arcane lock disappears.
Let's have a little peeky.
Oh,
no,
no.
never mind. Never mind. Slams the door.
Yeah, as you open it, you see amber glazed walls, black marble floor with red veins protruding through it, and another 3 sarcophagi standing in alcoves.
Wait.
This floor's different.
Yeah, she'll kind of close the door, go, nobody go any further, okay? But look. And she'll open the door and just show the floor slightly. It has some kind of redness to it. Does it look like natural stone or is it something
Plus,
else?
detect magic.
And also detect magic is up, yeah.
Detect Magic reveals that the 3 sarcophagi here and the 2 to your north again contain very, very faint signatures of necromancy. The floor itself is not magical.
It's not magical.
You also, in the very middle of the room, there is a 5-foot by 2-foot signature of illusion magic. And as you focus on it, it does seem to be shifting and moving ever so slightly.
Ooh.
There's also something in the center of this one. Illusion magic. It seems to be shifting and changing. I mean it this time. Nobody go in, okay?
Okay. I'll tie a small rock on a rope and throw it in.
Throw it into the room.
Throw it into the room where the signature of the illusory magic comes from.
Oh, okay. Trying to hit the thing that's
And
there.
see if it goes through.
Give me. I mean, there's no point. You're going to keep on doing this until you hit something. I know a lot. You can. Yeah, with Lavender aiding you by pointing out where it's coming from, you throw this rock, and it does seem to bounce off something.
There is something there.
But it's invisible to us.
It is.
Yeah.
As the rock hits the floor, you hear a very deep, wet of annoyance from the center of the room.
Okay, close the door.
It's something perhaps organic in there, but hidden.
Well, whatever it is, it doesn't sound pleased, so I suggest closing the door.
Is everybody dead, or am I dead?
Nope, very much alive.
Sorry, it was us. We are dead.
We were dead.
I said, Devil, maybe there was some truth in what you were saying about them growing something here?
I'm telling you, they're farming or I don't know, I feel like someone's either trying to harness the power of these things or to grow something.
Can Lavender tell if the with the detect magic, if the necromancy is connecting to the thing in the center?
They are very distinctly different signatures. They do not seem to overlap in any way.
Right. Okay.
These rooms, they seem like perhaps cages of sorts. Perhaps the.
Could-
Sorry, go on, Devil.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking, like, is there a way that we could secure these doors so that, I mean, I'm sure they could eventually be powerful enough to burst out, but at least so that it's not just they could be released so easily. I mean, the doors were locked with magic, and now we're just leaving them closed.
I think we just have to burn the place to the ground. I think that's the easiest way.
But it's amber. Don't think that would be a good idea.
Perhaps Tia could make something of.
Special fire.
I know that it's probably nothing to rival an arcane lock, but better than nothing if something gets out, or at least to prevent something getting in.
I mean, maybe we try and bury the place from outside.
So as you say that, Thog's like, I've been checking my equipment, and I may have a very simple solution.
Yes?
Inspired by stories from a certain ranger of a certain rock, why don't we put metal spikes of the onto, hammer in these spikes to make sure that the door, should it wish to be opened, would be significantly harder, even though it's quite a noisy thing. Takes next to no resources.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, it works.
What do you mean? Like, put some spikes in front of the door?
Well, the Thog's like, she pulls out like a piton and a hammer out of a backpack. She's like, well, if you wedge the door, opening it will be much significantly harder and take much longer.
I will specify these doors do open inwards.
Oh, I know. Lewis knows this. Thog, on the other hand, is not clever.
I've just noticed, has someone shut the door to the north with the Nothics?
Yep, I did.
Okay. As you approach the door to do such a thing,
no.
because you can't do it from 15 feet away, the Nothic that's still watching you scurries back and begins like reaching at you. And like claws start bearing and teeth start showing as it's cowering away from you. Are you continuing towards the door to close it?
I'm just trying to like keep my demeanor very non-threatening and approach as if I'm approaching a scared animal. And if it still keeps going crazy, then I won't go any closer.
Don't approach it. Could you use mage hand or something?
Question.
Hang on.
Give me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Tef.
Who?
Have a guidance.
Oh, are you approaching too so you can touch her with a
Oh
guidance?
no, I wouldn't.
No.
In that case, yeah, he's not getting anywhere near it. Moreau's a coward.
Moreau's a survivor.
Have a flash of genius +5 too.
Thrall would go and help. Moreau would not.
Well, that's 11.
Okay. As you continue to approach, the screeching, for a split second, it turns around and screeches at the other ones, and they come running back to the
Oh.
door, also in this threatening stance. What are you doing?
I put my hands up slowly and back away.
Okay.
We see from where we are if they're trying to guard anything.
Well, as Tefel begins backing away, they don't appear to be coming after them. They're just stood in place, still in the room, now looking a bit more weary of you all. Like claws at the ready.
We need to give these guys a wide perimeter. Although I feel like they probably have what we're looking for.
Yeah. Can I attempt to maneuver towards them, but again in a very non-threatening way, is just to be like, "Hey, it's okay. We're not here to fight. We're just,
I tried
just
that.
look."
Yeah,
I know.
you, you
I've
can
got a
try
decent
it, but
persuasion.
as it's the same action being tried again, the DC will be higher. Go ahead, persuasion check.
That's an 18, Matt. 9 plus 9.
Okay. They don't seem to budge. They're still in the ready position, and they're still like mouths open, like swaying on the spot as you begin to approach.
Okay.
Hey, all of you, hang back. We don't need to antagonize them.
Can I, while trying to remain as non-threatening as I can I just kind of shuffle to the right and try and look over them to just see if to see what's in the room?
So in the room, you can see 2 more amber sarcophagi and one alcove where one clearly once stood, which is shattered into 1,000 pieces.
Do I know I'm specifically looking for any sort of blue shard, because if the part of the Jafferman dagger, the gem that we need, is the same color as the rest of it, that's what I'm trying to look for on the ground in that, Matthew.
Give me a perception check.
This is why I was trying to shuffle. My persuasion is dog shit. My perception. That's an almighty 7, Matt.
Okay. It's very hard to tell. All you can see
Yeah.
at the minute is just shards of amber behind them.
Okay. Let's
Yes.
take a step back. And I will look over to you, Lavender, and be like, I was trying to see if the thing that we needed was in the room, but all I can see is them flailing around.
Could you see anything else?
Yes, there are 2 more sarcophagi, and one that was there but is now smashed into a million bits.
Right. So we want to be avoiding that place then, remember?
Yes, but like Tefel just said, they might have the thing that we need. The part of this bit that we're trying to get. And I'll lift my arm up and point to the Jafferman dagger without saying it, in case Linval or the Lavia can still hear us, potentially.
Or it could turn you insane and you turn around and murder us all. Just hang back, okay? Till we can at least figure out a way to distract them.
Okay.
But that's what I'm trying to say. I was trying to see if it was in there, then we don't have to that we'd have to bother with them. Point on what do you want?
This way, please.
Who, you?
South. Yeah.
Right. How far south?
Just that is fine.
Yeah.
Thog, were you going to nail that door?
Oh no, we said it opened inward.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Opens inwards.
Yeah, if I can nail the door shut, then of course. And it's
Um,
gonna, Thug's gonna just go on. That's
Just to interrupt, sorry. As Lavender's calling you, Lavender, you're walking down this corridor. You notice something odd. There is another signature of illusion magic now in the corridor to the south of you, at the end of the corridor.
In front of the door,
Yeah, around like here.
she'll stop. And she'll like put a hand up and point to where she sees it.
There's another one. There.
It's just still pinging off. Is it moving?
It does appear to be moving, yes.
As in direction, like towards us, or is it just like?
No, it's kind of. You can tell like it's not completely static, but it is just at the end of the corridor.
How many
Let
does
me
that make
figure
now?
out which
2 now, those.
one to use.
Brilliant.
Hang on.
But one.
Just so I'm clear. Yeah, so Thog's going to try and, hammer the door shut, and it's only until she actually reaches the door will she then realise, yes, checks, steps up to the door on the left. Yes, well,
Will
it probably won't work. Wrong kind of pitons, and looks very embarrassed
Oh,
and puts them in a bag. And
Wait, hang on. Let me
anyone,
read that.
and like anyone who knows anything about the difference between a push and a pull door, realise Thog hasn't noticed it until she's gotten really close. Stopped down to do it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, hang on a minute, this isn't going to work." Balls. Yeah, wrong kind of pitons are they? Have to be the wrong kind of door. Yeah, maybe this won't work. I'd have to be on the other side. Oh, you can't trust these dungeons, man.
Can I drop a divine sense, Matthew?
You can.
Do I sense any any celestial fiend or undead? Within
Let
60
me
feet of me.
just double. Within how far?
60 feet of me.
Okay. Ooh. Interesting. You do. You detect undead.
How many blips?
Does it tell you that?
As an action, you open your awareness to the end of your next turn. You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind the top cover. You
In
know
that
the
case,
type.
yes.
Yep.
There is one undead above you to the north, around 50 feet away.
To the north.
Yep.
50 feet.
Yep.
As
and
in, like,
above you.
Oh, and above.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Where the fuck was that?
there?
It's that fucking statue, isn't it?
No, that's
No?
further over.
That's the
Yeah.
east.
The statue would be like northeast of you and would not be 50 feet away.
Okay. Right.
Do you have anything else?
Well,
That would be the other side of that room with the
no,
with the
no, he means above me, so like the next level up, 50 feet up.
I
So
don't
like
think we've got that.
up and up,
No. Above
Yeah.
you
right?
and 50 feet away. So it's the floor above and
Yeah.
50 feet, like basically at a 45-degree angle from where you are now, north 50 feet.
So wait, hang on. So that's that stairwell there, and then that comes down here. So we're along this bit here. So it's
So yeah, we've not found it yet.
oh Jesus, right? Okay, I will explain that to the group.
Well, I did not use this until we had a bit of the lay of the place, but we do, so.
Lavender's eyes turn black and she'll cast True Seeing.
Wow.
Sorry to make this a bit of
Okay.
a whole ache for you, Matt, but she can now see, has True Sight, notices secret doors hidden by magic, and can see into the ethereal plane up to 120 feet.
Yeah, she gets all that for 120 feet.
Okay. Interesting.
The only downside being it doesn't actually mean you can see through walls.
Yeah, but at least we'll be able to see whatever the fuck is down to the south of us.
And whatever.
That is true.
As you do this,
Sick level spell.
I'm assuming you would have been doing this in while looking the direction that Nith's just saying, and you don't see anything hidden in that direction. No secret doors or anything. Nothing hidden by magic. As you look to the south of you, at the end of the corridor, you reveal the thing hidden by illusion magic is Moreau.
Lol.
As he is stood at the end of the corridor.
Is he trying to get back to that thing again?
Yeah.
The second he hears that, he's legging it back in. He's legging it into the room, seeing that people are onto him.
You see your eyes lock with Moreau. You say this, his eyes go wide, and he bolts south.
She runs after him.
I'm just gonna ask for a quick initiative here. For anyone who wants
I'm
to run
running
down
after him too.
Okay, can I just have an initiative then, please?
Jesus.
Moreau, you have advantage of this because you started bolting. They're reacting to you.
That would be
An 8.
16 for Moreau.
8 for Lavender.
Fuck.
Careful. Moreau, no! She'll like to get everybody's attention that he's actually that way.
Right, okay. Hang on. We click.
You say 16, yeah?
Yeah, 16.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And can I also have a D100 from you, Lavender?
A D100, just
Yes,
roll me
please.
one on
Yeah,
20.
sure thing.
Yeah, just one. 80.
Cool. Good to know. Yes, sir. Yeah, 11. Okay, cool.
And then the Nothics roll the initiative as well.
Oh, 2014. Cool. Right. Yeah, Thog and Tia. You can't see Moreau, but you've just Thog, you've just heard Lavender shouting that, it's Moreau, and then saying Moreau don't. So what are you doing to react to this?
Okay. Now, here's the secret source. Thod can't see him.
And you can see
So-
Moreau next to you as well.
No, that's fine. So Thog, she has actually been in a situation like this before, where Strahd cast mirror image. So she's going to naturally look at Moreau, not see 4 of him, and then say, Lavender, where exactly is Moreau right now?
Can she only react on a turn, or can she point?
I mean, you're already pointing, right?
Yeah, I would have.
I usually let you do out of turn stuff for flavor reasons. In this sense, it is a tactical reason, so I'm going to say you can only react on your turn.
Okay.
I'm only asking. I'm not asking to point it out. I'm asking for general directions.
Yeah.
That's fine. I was
If you're
planning on
waiting,
doing that on my turn anyway. Unfortunately, I'm.
If you said you were, well, the thing is, if you're already pointing, yes.
She's looking in the direction of that doorway that we came from before, and she's running towards it. So
Let me just borrow the ruler briefly. I see.
I wish my turn was before yours because I could do something.
I bet you could. Okay. In that case, then, Thog is going to, and I don't really want to do. It's one of those moments where Lewis has a completely different opinion of what to do, which is just let him get on with it. And then Thog, not being the cleverest, is going to charge blindly in a straight line and dash, then use action surge to dash again
Yes.
and get as close to the door as physically possible and say, Tia, I need you, Tia, take one for the tag in.
Okay.
That's it. I can't prepare any sort of action. I've used it all. I don't know where I'm going, but all you guys see is the wall that is Thog, first described as a brick shithouse to the group, is still proceeding forward. And she doesn't look like she's slowing down.
Okay.
If anything, she's getting quicker.
Because the whole idea is it's taking place simultaneously, right?
Yeah.
She is genuinely not slowing down.
Okay. Tia.
Because don't forget, this is an open door. She thinks you're pointing through the door.
Tia, Thog is bolting and calling out for you. What are you doing?
This was supposed to be on vlog. um.
Do it for a laugh.
Mm.
Do it for a laugh. Do it for a laugh.
I don't know how much this would kill me.
Yes,
Oh.
Tia. Give in to the
This is
suboptimal.
spur of the moment. This is quick reacting.
I'm
I want to
casting
push you.
haste on myself.
Okay.
Jesus.
Dear God.
Another cannonball goes through the roof. 120 feet.
Does that mean you're going to run into Moreau?
Possibly, I
Wouldn't
don't
it
know. I'm
only
following
be-
Thog.
Will it only be 90 this turn because you've already used your action to cast haste?
Potentially right, but it just double the speed though.
Oh no, it does double your move speed, doesn't it? Bloody
Yeah.
hell. So yeah, 60, and then yeah. Wow. Okay.
Rip
That is 120 feet.
Moreau.
Then. But again,
Just
Tia
getting
can't
steamrolled.
see.
I'm just 3 feet below the whole thing. It's like nobody's getting in.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Moreau.
Okay. Can I get past that? So would I be able to get past, or would I have to because I won't want to force anything. He's not violent or
I'd
anything.
say because Tia can't see you, you can either try if Tia's trying to block the entrance, assuming you've not already gone in, you can either try and knock her out of the way or try and slip past her.
Oh, slip past. Slip past.
You can try-
I'm not. He's not. He's not violent. He doesn't want to hurt anyone. He just
You
wants
can
to.
try to beat by 19 perception.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So I will say, Moreau, you can either try and give me a contested acrobatics check with Tia, or a contested stealth versus their passive perception.
Okay. Would the stealth be an advantage because I'm invisible?
It would be, yes.
I will go for stealth then, because
Okay.
it's the same plus I have to it. I'm gonna use. Let's check I have it before I do anything else. I'll say yes or no. I'm gonna use knowledge from a past life, so I have to boost it regardless. Okay. That is. Oh, 1 second. Let's check it. It was a natural 19 plus 3 plus 4 on the dice for the d6, so.
Wow.
27. 26.
Yeah.
Forcing and squeezing your invisible body, you just managed to slip in past Tia, who
Yeah.
is unaware that you have now entered the room.
Yeah, I'm just going straight to the other side and going straight back to that thing. Tell me.
But Lavender's seen this.
Yeah, Lavender's seen it.
So soon.
That's the best bit.
Well, we were partway through a transaction. It's rude to run off.
Okay. You are afraid. I am going to now be reading a line per turn. So we will see how much you get through this Moreau before something happens.
Okay.
This is Sarah. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, so you shouted Moreau no, right?
Mum,
Where were you pointing to exactly?
you know this.
Like all the way down the south.
Yeah.
But is she?
Again, I will note you can
Yeah.
see Moreau next to you as well. I know you're all
Exactly.
aware of his
And I've
spell.
got an intelligence of 10. So I'm gonna roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
You're lucky that you're 20% smarter than Thog.
Matt, you can rule it how you want.
No, it's your character.
Okay.
It's your roleplay. You rule it how you want.
Well, I rolled a natural 20, so I'm gonna go and I will move 30 feet, which is to there. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then knowing that Moreau was talking to an invisible person or invisible thing, I am going to. Oh, shit.
Just run.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not going to cast the spell. That would be stupid.
Again, this is quick
5,
reaction in the
10,
moment.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I would just run because I'm not.
Okay.
So I'll dash for 60. That'd be me.
Moreau, you are afraid of accountability. You are afraid of self-reflection. You are even afraid of telling those who risk life and limb with you who you really are. Always another lie, always another story, never the truth. Lavender, how are you reacting to this?
She's running 30 feet forward, please, Liam.
Mm-hmm.
As she does so, she's gonna dig into her satchel and sort of digging through whatever her hand first comes to. Would you say that she still has that vial of bad coffee from hell?
Sure.
She's gonna conjure the mage hand and holding the vial of bad coffee, send that 30 feet in front of her as well for the action.
Okay. Good to know. Cool.
And that's me done.
You are afraid. You are afraid of the truth. And thus you are afraid of him.
She will say so.
Afraid. Go on.
No, go on, you finish your bit.
Afraid to face that which you already know. Because of your fear, you will be forever tormented. Teffel, how are you reacting?
Can I just say
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
go on.
turn, she would say, he's in there! He's going back towards the sarcophagus, get him! I'm pointing in that direction, and then I'm done.
Cool. Teffel, how are you reacting?
Buckle up, Mordenkainen, and I'll like tuck him under one arm and kind of like American football style run with like one clawed arm out in front of me blindly
Cool.
and just charge 70 feet. And I think that's all I can really do.
Cool.
I can get like, yeah, up there. And I'll just shout, Moreau, get back here!
As the voice finishes saying this to you, Moreau, all goes quiet for a second as you ponder what it says, and then you hear from up above you, echoing through the entrance of the temple down towards you, a lot closer now, the howl of a very familiar pack of dogs. And you feel the presence that you are all too familiar with as the fear strikes your heart once again, only now with the words of this dark power whispering in your ear. Thog, what would you like to do?
Okay, so just remind me on the map where Moreau will be going towards now we've been told.
So Lavender
It's just
pointed
there,
basically,
okay.
yeah, right in front of the sarcophagus.
Okay. Okay. Well, considering that Thog does not believe in slowing down for anything or anybody, sorry, Tyr. So 5, 10, 15, 20, and she's only going in a perfectly straight line.
Yeah.
Which is the sarcophagus? Is it on the left or the bottom?
It's the bottom one.
Right. Thog is going to just continue running in a straight line.
Moreau, as you hear this sound, this voice whispering in your head, you're kind of in your own little world of just your mind racing when suddenly, a massive impact from behind pushes you forward, slams you into the sarcophagus, and you bounce back off into Thog.
Yeah. nursing a very large cut on his skull.
As you now are next to him, I will drop you all out of initiative, because you're within grasp. How are you both reacting?
I didn't get to do my finishing move.
You can still do your finishing move because I'm saying, how are you both reacting to this? Thog obviously
brilliant.
taking precedence because you are slamming into Moreau.
Okay, slamming into Moreau and then feeling something give. Thog is going to go, I'm terribly sorry. Step to the side and say, I've had enough of this shit. Summon the Sun Sword and try and smack the amber.
Okay. Can you make an attack roll, please?
Of course.
Oh, shit.
I even get to make 2. Well, that's surprisingly consistent.
Okay, just give me one
Again,
second.
she has no idea what's going on. It's just time to bring some light to the dark.
I have no idea what the stats for these things are. I did not expect this.
By the way, I promise I'm not being a dick, guys. There is a very valid reason that Moreau has for doing this that is outside of the game. Well, it's inside of the game that Matt can confirm. It is not just it is not just me.
Mate, you had to travel in a
it's your
party with
character.
Lidvala. You can do whatever you want, bud.
I think it's
What your
safe to say that,
character would
Chris.
do.
Exactly, we trust you, Chris. As a player, there's absolutely nothing we don't trust you with. You're doing it.
Yes, thanks, guys. There's a very valid reason.
Okay, cool. Both of those hit. You slam into this sarcophagus, and instantly, with the Sun Sword out cutting into it, it's not a hell of a lot of damage, but you can tell you crack the outside as you swipe into it twice.
Can I keep charging forward while that's happening?
You can.
Because I want to try to stop Fog, because I just think this is a terrible idea to hit the amber.
Oh, Lewis thinks it's a terrible idea as well.
I know,
That
but
helps.
but Fog must be stopped, and she's not going to stop on her own.
Oh, watch out.
Or maybe
They're
she
learning.
will, I don't know.
Okay. Moreau, how are you responding to this?
Well, after hearing what this thing's had to say, and it's pretty much nothing to do with power or anything that useful that could really help him in the situation, then hearing the hounds and the master of hounds, he's like, obviously no one could see it, but he starts backing away, like, into, like, the corner. Like, why did I waste this? Why was I such an idiot?
As you begin backing away, the voice in your head returns. Oh, disappointed? Still unable to face that which frightens you so?
You lied to me.
No lies were told. And then there's a pause, and as Thog wails on this thing, you just hear, "Yes, maybe today we'll both get what we desire. Yes."
Hearing that, he's going to cast Whole Person on Thog.
Oh fuck.
You know,
No.
you could just ask.
If there's an ask, it's like if you try. Well, he's going to ask first. Then he's going to go.
I'm
"Thog,
charged
no,
in there.
don't do that. Don't let it out. Don't let it out."
I've still
then
got Mordenkainen like a rag doll under my arm as I just like bum rush in there.
I missed the fact
I
that
try
Bum
to
Rush
jump
was a
over
thing in
Tia.
3.5. No,
I
anyone
don't
asking
want
Thog
to
to stop.
collide with Tia.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone asking Thog to stop should stop.
Yeah.
Of
Cool.
course, should
Yeah, he's
stop.
going. No,
There's-
don't do that.
That gif.
Thog's just going to do
How-
like. Go on, you go first, Matt. You go
I was going to
first.
say, in all this chaos and shouting, a howl once again echoes through the temple from upstairs. This time, all of you hear it. It is prominent and loud and close.
Nifsira will summon her motherfucking weapon and take battle stance toward the fucking stairwell coming down.
Okay. What do you
Oh,
all
now
do?
that
Carry
is a
on your
plan.
conversations. What are you doing?
No, Thog's going to be like like really sheepishly, like scratch her head like, sorry, I kind of got caught up in the moment there. Moreau, and obviously, the door's open. Thog will see Nith moving. Like Moreau, whatever those barking is, you'll explain after we jump it, won't you?
Oh yeah. I'll.
Oh, good then. And Thog will occupy this part of here and make a motioning gesture towards Nith to go to the other side.
Nith will immediately understand.
Moreau's going to move his
And then,
duplicate so it stood like here, off from the opposite side, kind of just standing there, like looking at the entrance, like it's waiting for something, looking like
you
it's
mean like
spoiling.
directly opposite the entrance, like bring it on, bitch?
Yeah, kind of like spoiling for a fight, but obviously from the opposite side, from where everyone is actually stood and waiting to kind of draw attention.
You mean like here?
So yeah, his duplicate's like up here.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the
right.
thing's coming. So yeah, whereas you guys
So,
are all like over
Thog-
here.
Yeah, so Thog, and I assume Nith, although I would never assume someone else's, battle gender, are going to do some really, really horrible things to whatever jumps down that stairwell.
Okay. As you
And
all go on.
and Thog is going to cast protection from evil and good on herself.
Okay. As you all get ready for whatever may come next, another howl echoes throughout the temple, and trickling down the stairs between you two, Nith and Thog, a thick but close to the ground blanket of mists begin rolling in. And then from the entrance to the main area of the temple to your northeast, mist also begins trickling in along the floor.
Oh, nice.
What are you all doing?
Nith is going to try and make eye contact with Moreau and just be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, without
Can we
saying
see
anything, to be
it?
like,
Lavender
what?
is approaching Moreau. Is he?
I'm still invisible. Moreau's still invisible. He's.
Yeah, but she can
Yeah, but
see
Lavender's
Moreau.
got true
I
sight.
Oh yeah, you can, yeah.
If we're not in initiative, she's gonna take the vial of coffee with the mage hand, and she's gonna chuck it on him. So we can see him. Will that work?
Okay.
Delayed reaction, just Coffee splashed in the face.
Yeah. Moreau, you get this small douse of brightly coloured liquid thrown over you.
Mhm.
Bit wet and
Some of that in my mouth.
yeah. You can see a trace of where Moreau's outline is.
Yeah. Does detect magic? Is he charmed, or is there any trace of charm on him?
It does not appear so. No, it's simply illusion magic.
I'm on his own.
What's your game, Merle? Why were you sneaking off back there? You were talking to that thing.
Yes. Yeah, of course I was. That thing has answers. Answers I thought I needed, but it's just another thing that lies.
Answers about what, Merle? You better
Maybe-
tell us, or you're gonna get us all killed.
About me, about my past, about how I can escape this godforsaken place.
Well,
Speaking of this godforsaken place, there seems to be some kind of impending doom coming our way.
Another howl echoes through the temple. Closer again.
This is him. This is the guy I was telling you guys about. And listen, I don't want you guys mixed up in whatever I am. If you guys take another route out, that's fine by me. I understand that I've done nothing to earn your trust.
Thick fog now engulfs the north end of the corridor.
I'm gonna have the
I'm gonna see
You go.
how thick fog is now encompassing this end. I'm gonna signal to Thog that I'm gonna go to this corner in case it comes from this
Yep.
direction, and I'm
Yep.
gonna scoot to there.
As
Oh,
you
yeah.
begin moving in that direction, you get 5 or 10 feet before you notice, stood in the fog, there is the very faint outline of a humanoid.
Right.
As you take another step, 2 blaring red eyes jut out from the smoke.
Okay. As soon as I immediately see that, I immediately cast Fairy Fire, using it as my racial spell towards it.
Yes.
Yes, that's a perfect ability.
I get it because of Drow magic. Immediately cast Fairy Fire.
Is there a save on that?
Yes, it's a dexterity saving throw. Let me get the spell up.
What's your spell
Is-
save DC?
My spell save DC is 17. Let me just double check that it's Dex. Yes, Dex saving throw.
Okay. Nothing happens.
That's even more worried.
Fuck! I company this
Ow.
way, and I will move towards it to then attack it.
Howls
Yeah.
echo through the corridor again. As you begin to make your way forward, each step, Nith, feels heavier, harder to take. Before a few steps in, you feel like you're suffocating. The mist is replacing oxygen getting to your lungs. Do you carry on going forward?
I mean, I want to protect my friends. How high did you say the ceiling was, Matthew?
25 feet.
Question then, on your ruling.
Yep.
Would I be able to cast a 40-foot cylinder spell inside of this?
Yeah, because it's light, right?
It's a 25-foot room, but the spell creates a 40-foot high cylinder. Would I be able to cast that spell in this space?
Oh.
Would Nithzira know that I wouldn't be able to cast this spell in this space?
You can still cast a 40-foot high cylinder in space you can't fit it. It just won't all be visible to you, I don't think.
Okay, in that case then, from where it's standing, know it like where the red eyes are, I'm going to cast Moonbeam on that
Okay.
point.
Cool. Moonbeam erupts in a cylinder around this silhouette. Red eyes still being out, unfazed, seemingly. What is there a save on that?
Yes,
And
it's a
if so-
Constitution saving throw,
Okay, cool.
but it still takes damage if it passes.
Cool.
While this goes off, duplicate Moreau's scene. What are you doing? I'm over here. Come and take me if you're that scared of me. So he's trying to get them away from everyone, basically.
However,
Get it away
Matthew,
from everyone.
if
Yeah.
it is a shape changer, it makes the saving throw with disadvantage, and if it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage for me. As
Okay.
you are doing this, again, you feel like you are about to pass out because you are not currently breathing. However, you do notice through the moonbeam, the eyes are not looking at you. They are fixed in a southern direction past you.
Okay. If it did it succeed or did it pass? Because it takes half damage if it
Yeah, I'm
failed.
telling you to just roll the dice. I am not telling you whether it succeeded or failed.
Okay, cool. Well, it potentially takes 9 radiant damage,
Okay, cool.
and I will then I can keep the radius of the spell where it is. So I will then, if I can't breathe, begin to move back, but I'll keep eye contact with it and try and say through laboured, gasping breaths, its eyes are fixed on Moreau, but I will continue to keep the spell in that direction. It is concentration, so each round I will potentially need to roll dice for it, Matt, to damage.
Isn't fairy fire concentration?
Fairy fire failed.
Oh, okay.
As you take these steps back, it seems to take one step forward, and all of the mist around you all becomes thicker and denser. And everybody else, what are you all doing in this situation?
Lavender will say to those around her, "Do not be fooled. The real one is here," indicating to the coffee-stained Moreau in front of her. "Keep an eye on him. He knows what he's doing. Come on. We need to get out of here, and quickly. Head towards that staircase, I guess, is the only way we can go."
Okay. Anybody else? What are you all doing?
Not too far.
I'm just moving you 30
So-
feet, which is your movement speed.
Is Tia still in Thog's backpack?
No, Tia is still
Yes,
in the
on the
doorway,
floor.
in the
Right.
doorway of the Sudley room.
Right. Tia, tag in, and Thog's gonna, in one motion, pick up over and into the backpack.
Did anyone see the
There's-
license plate of that truck?
Pretty much. And then, and who? Because the smoke is actually obscuring the tokens. Who is still in the room?
On that.
To the south, that is.
Still in the room is Tefl, Mordenkainen, and Moreau.
Okay,
The
so
spells that
Thog is going to
see.
tell them to start running back up the stairs, and Thog will stand there and ready an action to obviously grapple anything that tries to run past her or attack. Take your pick. Grapple is a special attack action.
Okay, good to know.
I'm gonna hoist Mordenkainen like up onto one hip,
Okay.
like hold my shield in front of me with my other hand, and start to follow Thog's footsteps.
Okay. Good to know. Moreau, what are you doing?
Once everyone's clear, Moreau's going to say, "Let's just end this." And he'll take out from his cane, he'll pull out the rapier and just charge at the Master of Hounds into the mists.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh shit!
Barreling past you, Nif, you see Moreau charging ahead, all guns blazing. Moreau, you feel the same suffocating feeling that Nithsira did, but it does not seem to stop Moreau. You watch as his silhouette becomes not too dissimilar from that in the smoke and the mist. And as you see Moreau's silhouette disappear, the red eyes close. And in a few seconds, the mists begin to dissipate.
What?
Over the next few
Oh,
seconds,
I
more
see.
mists begin to dissipate. It becomes easier and easier to see. Some of the mists seem to roll as if they're physically being retracted up the stairs they fell down. Only as it clears, Moreau is nowhere to be seen.
What?
And that is where we will end tonight's session, guys.
Nice.
Oh my god.
We're in trouble with his bosses.
What a cracking
You didn't
session.
ask them for a reference 2 years after you left, did you?
This is.
Never a good
the,
sign.
the references between squatting nautics, buckle up, Mordenkainer, song. This is a great one.
Wow.
I'm into
Cheers,
it.
Matt. That was awesome.
Thank you, Matt. That was great.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, thank you.
And Chris, have a great time and good luck with your new baby.
Thank you. I will keep in on the chat and try and catch up via watching sessions and things. I hope I will be back a lot sooner than I was for Tomb. And we have a device. Matt and I have plans where if I can make a session, I will try and get one, get into one. And
I will also say, while everybody's here, Chris, obviously I had no idea how you'd react to certain things that you may or may not have encountered today.
yeah,
In the specific decisions you have just made, if you have time before said baby arrives, please do have a one-on-one 45-minute session with me, as something else is happening that the characters here would not be aware of, but I'm sure you would, and they watching would find very interesting.
okay,
Now,
yes,
we can do that before baby arrives or at some point in the future. It's completely up to you.
I'll see what I can find. Yeah, I'll.
Yes.
That I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued by that.
But yeah,
Nice.
the rest of you, Moreau has disappeared. You are a man down, and you are still in the Amber Temple, no closer to your goals. We will pick up here in your loss and desperation next time.
I'm down to back spells as well. But
Thanks,
Damn.
Matt. Thanks, everybody.
Alright,
Thanks a
thank
lot for that,
you.
guys.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Matt. Thanks,
guys. Speak soon.
Yes.
Bye.